Good day and welcome to the news. They took our language from us and replaced it with English and then named us Nigeria. Mrs. MKO. In an interview with Koi Media, Mrs. Modupeola Onitiri MKO Abiola, one of the wives of the acclaimed winner of the annulled June 12, 1993, expressed dissatisfaction with how various tribes displaced their language to hold the white man's language with high prestige. Mrs. Modupeola stated that the white men purposely took our language from us and named us Nigeria. She noted that the country would have been better if everyone cherished their own language. Speaking through the interview with Koi Media, she said, "They took our language from us and replaced it with English and then named us Nigeria. Does English have meaning for us? We know that we are worshipping God very well. Go and verify it. Anytime you seriously want to pray, you can't do it better than your language. Does English have a full understanding of the language? They took all those from us and replaced them with English. I want to use this medium to assure you that they didn't just do it for any reason but to destroy us. They hid our Yoruba language and used Nigeria to replace all nations. Our leaders who were handed power are wise because they don't speak the English language often. If you can't speak their language, you will have to leave their fronts. Well, the English language, which is registered as the official language of the country, brought people from different tribes to unity, and without it, it would have been difficult to be united as a country." So here we have Mrs. Modupe, one of the wives of MKO Abiola, talking about culture, heritage, and she spoke about how these people came and replaced our languages with English and then even went ahead to name us Nigeria. And she spoke about how people don't really have the full understanding of the English language, and she said, what is even English? And she said that our languages and culture was being hidden from us. And like she said, when you need to pray and you're so deep in prayer, you just realize that you're actually praying in your dialect. And she said that that's because of that's what you actually understand and not English language. So recently, a lot of news about cultural heritage and preservation of the cultures here in Nigeria has been a topic for discussion, and a lot of people have looked into why Nigeria should not just be English speaking and all that. And yes, we in schools we are being taught in English, and we are also taught Nigerian languages, at least in primary and secondary school. You get to take a subject, either Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa in some schools, and then we are being taught the languages, while some people learn it from home before school. But then in Nigeria, we are being taught in English, and most children actually grow up speaking English. So you can't necessarily blame them for not actually embracing English. English is the language of the world, is a global language. I mean, there's no other place where they don't speak English. Even countries that have their own languages, most of them try to learn little bit of English to actually try to hold conversations with other people all around the world. So yes, as Nigerians, we should try our very best to actually preserve our culture, preserve our cultural heritage. It's not everything that should be joke. It's everything that we should use as just anything. I mean, the sometime yesterday, a news about the Are Kankafo of the Yoruba land actually telling the ruler in Oshobo about how they should stop bestowing upon non-Yoruba indigenes certain and important Yoruba titles. And yes, that's true, because we need to protect our culture. We need to preserve our cultural heritage. Yes, we speak English. Yes, we were colonized by the British. But then we have to take into consideration that before all these people came, before the colonial masters came, we were a people. We had our own languages. We had our own way of life. We had things that we do. That is why in the foreign land, they call their parents by names. Here in Nigeria, that can't be done. That is not our culture. Our culture doesn't permit you to call your parents by their names. You wake up every morning and you greet your parents. You wake up every morning and you do certain things. And in some culture, it isn't so. In some places, it isn't so. We need to preserve our culture. We need to preserve our cultural heritage. And I get where this is coming from, but yes, English is as well important, because we have to take into consideration that you don't just want to be a local champion. You just want to be known in your country, in your vicinity. You want to go global, and in order to go global, you have to learn English language and know how to speak it fluently. And that is why you see a lot of Nigerians that go abroad actually excel, because you can see that they know how to speak English properly, and they know how to speak several other languages. And in the Nigeria school curriculum, we are even taught French, and in some schools they are being taught Chinese language. And this just goes to show how versatile a Nigerian can be in speaking different languages. So yes, we should all embrace our cultural heritage, embrace our culture, embrace our language, embrace our traditions. But we should also not neglect trying to learn bits and pieces from other cultures and heritage. But that doesn't mean we should neglect ours. So yes, we shouldn't forget our own. And when in the issue of trying to pray and speaking in your dialect, I would say that's actually something that comes out of, if you are a Yoruba speaker. There's people that are actually Yoruba speakers, like they prefer to speak in Yoruba, they prefer to actually hold conversations in Yoruba, but then certain situations just make them to actually speak English because of maybe school. But in their homes and houses, they actually speak Yoruba language or Igbo language or Hausa language. So in a mood of prayer where you're actually conversing with your God and you're deeping into it, you actually have to speak the language you are most comfortable with. And in those people's cases, it's actually their local dialect, Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa. So yes, we as Nigerians, we should learn to actually preserve and embrace our culture, traditions, and cultural heritage, but we shouldn't neglect the fact that to actually grow as a country, to excel as a nation and as individuals, we actually have to learn bits and pieces of other cultures. So please tell me down below in the comment section what you think about this. Do you feel any need to neglect other cultures and just embrace our culture here in Nigeria? Or do you actually, or are you of the opinion that we can embrace our culture here in Nigeria as well as other cultures? Please do that in the comment section down below. That's it from us today, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our news channel. Thank you and God bless.